Hi everybody, my name is Drake Pledger and you're watching Flintlock Operator. Today we're here at Martin Station for their 250th year anniversary. And we are just behind the beautiful Cumberland Mountains. And we're here set up in the big field where all the other reenactors are at. And I just wanted to show you my setup real quick. This has been really fun to put together. I actually went and cut all of these pieces of wood the other day and had to bring them in here. I did not go cut them out on the site here, but we brought him in here and we basically bushcrafted this shelter just like we would if we were out in the woods. So that's what I wanted to emulate. I wanted to give this a really nice, authentic feel, like I was actually out in the woods and not here in a big open field. So let's go ahead and show you what we got going on here. It's a really neat setup. So first and foremost, we have the oilcloth, and this is the one that I made earlier this year that we did that little video series about. It's pretty heavy, so it's not something you'd actually want to pack around, but it's really heavy duty and it's pretty waterproof. It's supposed to rain tonight, so we're going to have to see and test how waterproof it actually is, and let's hope it holds up to the driving rain that they're predicting for tonight. Hey everybody, Editing Drake here. Turns out it did rain that night. It rained and hailed a good deal. I was not under the shelter whenever it happened. I was in a cabin visiting with some new friends down by the fort. And I went back to check on the shelter and see if everything was okay, and everything was bone dry. So the tarp gets an A+ for performance during a rain and hailstorm. Well, we've got it set up on this frame, and normally I would have a few more cross braces in place. But as you can see, there's only one cross member back there. That gives me a little bit more headroom, but it also allows me to do something really, really neat just in case there's inclement weather. Just in case there's inclement weather, we can actually go and pull these ties and untie these tie-out points. So those come loose. And then we just pull the loops off of the support beams. And as you can see, it turns into a little A-frame pup tent. And we've got another tie-out point here that we can stake out, give us a little bit more room. So this way, if it rains tonight, I'm gonna be good to go. Now we got it all put back together. That just takes a couple minutes to put those tie-out points back on the support beams and tie out the tie-outs to our ridgepole here. And of course, we need a source of light in camp. So I've just got a little candle lantern here that was given to me by Paul Laster of the Orion Foundation and the Green River Boys. Thank you, Paul. And then down under here, this is what we got going on. We have 2 wool blankets from Rob Stone. They're very comfortable. You can actually sleep on the thicker one on the English wool blanket, and it feels pretty much like sleeping on a foam pad. It's not supposed to get super cold tonight, so I think we'll be all right. All right, obviously we've got my flintlock rifle, my Kibler Colonial. We have my shoe collection here. That pair of deerskin moccasins on the far left is kind of incomplete. I need to go back and re-sew them because they're a little big. I've got my leather moccasins and my buckle shoes. And we just got some gear back here. In my rucksack, we've got just some general gear. In my market wallet right there, we have food, some foodstuffs, and a couple extra supplies. And there in the back, we've got an extra supply of wood to hide it from the rain and some spare clothing. Of course, under the blanket, well, I'm not going to tell you what's in there. There might be food in an ice chest that is not period appropriate. And of course, we need our axe to be able to split and carve and cut wood. We've got my haversack and canteen, and just to garnish it on top, we've got my coonskin cap hanging out in camp. And now for our fire and cooking setup. We've got a Keyhole fire here. So we have our central fire, and this is where we're gonna heat up our water for hot chocolate and for our soups and our food. And then we have the actual Keyhole bit here. I've got a bunch more greenwood sticks, so whenever those start to burn through, we'll just go ahead and replace them. So all we've got to do is take some coals from the fire, scrape them underneath there, and then we'll have essentially a little stove top. Now later tonight, whenever we have this fire going and we're actually making supper, it's going to be very easy to go ahead and just move these over, just undo these lark's head knots and move them over the flames. So this is going to be a really fun setup to be able to cook over the next couple days. Well, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you've never been out to a living history event, I highly, highly recommend that you come out to one. There's a lot of people out here who have a lot of fantastic knowledge, a lot of wonderful experience. and they're eager to help and instruct you in your journey in living history. Everybody, thank you so much, and have a great day. And I'm going to get back to enjoying being out here at Martin Station.